Hey there, it's Nicola Milan from Singer's Secret. And one question that I get a lot is, how do I become a famous singer? Or I want to be a singing star, where do I start? Now this is the question. This is like the $1 million question. And everybody's journey is going to be slightly different because we're all starting from a different place. We all have a different type of music that we like, and we're all different individuals with different skill sets. And I will say that it's not so much about the destination, it's about the journey when you're a musician. It shouldn't be about the end goal of becoming famous. It should be about enjoying the music, because at its very core, that is what being a singer is about. It's about the music. However, having said that, I do have 4 things that you can think about that will help you to start reaching your goals. Firstly, again, it comes back down to the music. Is your voice performance ready? Because if it's not, how are you going to become a famous singer if your voice isn't something that people will pay to listen to? So you need to work on your craft first and foremost. That's always got to be your first starting point. Even if you've gotten your voice to a stage where people are starting to compliment you on it and they're telling you that, you know, oh, you're a great singer, I really love your voice, there's always room for improvement. Even Celine Dion takes singing lessons. I still take masterclass lessons. You know, if I'm traveling around and I'm going to a city that I know that there's a brilliant singer there, I'll book a lesson. Just because it's always important to be continually honing your craft and learning new things. And so it's always got to be number 1 on your to-do list if you want to make it as a singer, to get your voice to a level where it's performance ready and that people will pay to listen to you sing. The second thing is to develop your stage craft. Now, I'm not just talking about getting up and singing in front of other people and being comfortable doing that. I mean, yes, at the very core of it, you do need to be able to get up there in front of the microphone on the stage and be able to sing in front of other people. But if you want to make it as a singer and you want to become a famous singer, you need to take it to the next level. Your stagecraft and your performance needs to be entertaining. So you need to learn how to work the stage, how to interact with the band, and to work with other musicians on stage. You need to be able to talk to the audience and build that really important connection, because it's that connection between yourself and the people that are listening to you that is going to turn them from audience members into fans. And that all comes down to obviously having your voice performance ready, but then the performance itself, your stagecraft, it needs to be professional. And developing this stagecraft does take time. You know, I remember my first gig in a proper jazz club was the Ellington Jazz Club here in Perth, and I was so nervous because all of the lecturers from the Western Australian Academy of Performing Arts that I studied at would perform there, and these guys are heavy-hitting players. You know, they've performed with people like Shirley Bassey and like a whole bunch of other huge names. And I was really nervous because I knew that they were going to be in the audience. But I did this performance and I just remember stuffing up so many times. And for me, it was really just a case of getting through it. Yeah, and I really sucked. I sucked so much, but fortunately I had brought a whole lot of friends and family, so quite a sympathetic audience to this gig, and they loved it. It was great. But now, you know, I've performed at that venue so many times that I can't be bothered anymore, and it's my performance and stagecraft has just become so much better from that first performance. And this has just been practicing, getting out there, doing it. You know, I try new things each time, and it does take a little bit of time to just work on this side of your craft. The third thing is to build relationships. Like anything in life, it like your success is underpinned by the relationships that you have. It's all about people. So and it's all about, you know, who you know, I guess. And you can develop this knowing other people by working on your relationships. So you can develop networks by using social media. You can reach out to people and start interacting with them. The world has become a smaller place, and it's become a lot easier to get in contact with people that before you would never have been able to get in contact with. And it's a bit of an art form as well, this whole networking thing. So you want to really start developing your skills in this area as well. It's a totally new skill set. And it's the same thing, you could go to a local music conference or like a local music event and start talking to some of the other musicians that you want to maybe perform. If you want to support them in their band, go to their gig and become friends. Friends book friends for gigs. It's basically the principle. Yeah, so, you know, you've got to learn how to go to a conference and network and learn how to establish these relationships. And once you've got the relationship, how to build on it and keep it going and turn it into sort of like this win-win thing for both of you. And that, again, takes time. And when I'm talking about building relationships, I'm talking about bands that you want to support, potential radio DJs that you want to have play your music, editors of magazines that you'd like to get published in, relationships with people in the music industry that are going to help you with your career. And the fourth thing to consider, if you want to become a famous singer or make it as a singer, then you've got to have fans. How are you going to get those fans? This comes down to sort of, it starts with, it is delving into the realm of music marketing, but again, at its core value, it's all about the connection with people through your music. How do you reach out and change someone's life or just get an emotional response from that person through your music? Because that is what it's all about. You know, why do you follow some of your favorite artists? It's because of how they make you feel, isn't it? I mean, even if it's because you like how they look or what they do, it does create a feeling in you because it's like, oh, I want to be like that. So you've got to think about how you're going to package yourself, just like all of these fans that you artists that you like have packaged themselves. How are you going to brand yourself and package yourself to become something that other people will get this emotional response from? And how are you going to deliver that when you sing? Is it going to be through your performance, like on stage? And if so, like what kind of performances are you going to do to be able to get this connection? Are you going to book small, intimate house concerts where you can reach out to people and in a very kind of one-on-one kind of a way and talk to them during the performance and after the performance because you're at a house and it's a smaller, more intimate environment? Or are you going to go for a dancey kind of pub gig where you try and make sure that everybody that comes to your gig has the best, most fun time that they've had all week and they just leave on a real high, you know, and that's that emotional connection and the experience that you're delivering your audience. And these sorts of things will help you to start building a fan base. But the number one common denominator for all of this stuff, like I said at the start of this video, is it's all about the music. It always comes back down to the music. You gotta love what you do and you gotta do it well. So have fun just being on this journey and give yourself a pat on the back every time you reach a milestone. So if you get your voice to a place where people have started complimenting you, celebrate that milestone because that is one stepping stone closer to getting to your goal of making it as a singer. You know, if you do a performance, even if you suck, like I did when I did my first like proper jazz club performance, you still got to celebrate that milestone because you've done it once, it means you can do it again and it will, you know, it's one step closer to getting to where you want to be. Now I'd love to hear from you about this topic. I mean, what was the last milestone that you celebrated on your journey to getting to where you want to be as a singer. Have you recently performed, and did you have some success with that? I really want to know. So leave me a comment in the comments below. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please like and subscribe. And if you would like more free advice on how to improve your singing and make it as a singer, head on over to my website, singersecret.com, and make sure you hop onto my email list, because I do put extra singing tips and secrets into those emails that I do not share anywhere else, and you don't want to miss out. Thanks again for watching. I'm Nicola Milan, and I'll talk to you again soon.